He's the flashy megachurch pastor who rose to fame preaching about family, faith, and forgiveness. But now, Pastor John Gray is back in the spotlight, and not for the reasons he hoped. In a shocking, deeply personal confession that's gone viral across social media and Christian circles, Pastor Gray exposed intimate details about his marriage, leaving his followers speechless. From bedroom struggles to emotional breakdowns, the confession turned from testimony to controversy in seconds, and this time, his wife is at the center of a storm she never asked for. Was he being vulnerable? Or was it public blame disguised as transparency? Did Pastor Gray cross a line by exposing his wife, just to clear his own conscience? Tonight, we dive deep into the viral moment, the messy history, and what this bedroom confession really says about fame, faith, and fragile marriages. Before the headlines, before the controversy, Pastor John Gray was the rising star of the modern church. A charismatic speaker with humor, heart, and humility, he first rose through the ranks as a supporting pastor under Joel Osteen at Lakewood Church in Houston, Texas. From there, he launched into his own ministry and became the lead pastor of Relentless Church. His sermons were passionate, emotional, and deeply relatable. He wasn't afraid to talk about real-life struggles, finances, doubt, insecurity, temptation. But the topic he returned to most? Marriage. He regularly praised his wife from the pulpit, calling her his ride or die, queen, and backbone. But behind the curtain, the truth was much messier. In 2018, rumors exploded online that Pastor Gray had cheated on his wife. Not just once, but multiple times. While he denied any physical affair, leaked voicemails and DMs suggested emotional affairs and deeply inappropriate conversations with other women. He later addressed the situation publicly, saying, "I put my wife through more pain than she ever deserved. I failed as a husband." And while his wife stood beside him, even defending him on the real, many questioned whether she was truly healing or simply saving face for the ministry. The couple took a brief break from the spotlight. But just when things seemed to calm down, another storm hit, and this time, Pastor Gray caused it himself. In a now viral sermon clip, Pastor Gray opened up about his marriage in ways no one expected. He wasn't just talking about forgiveness or transparency. He was exposing private, intimate details of his relationship, including what was happening in the bedroom. In his own words, he said, "I would lie next to my wife at night and feel like I was in bed with a stranger. There was no passion, no connection, and I started resenting her." He went on to say he felt emotionally abandoned, and even sexually starved, using the pulpit to share how their marriage had become cold and distant. Then came the moment that sparked controversy. "I blamed her for the disconnect, but I didn't realize I was the one who brought brokenness into the bedroom." Some applauded him for owning his faults. But many couldn't believe how openly he aired his wife's private life, especially without her there to speak for herself. In an era where vulnerability is often praised, many wondered, was this too far? Yes, he confessed to his own flaws. Yes, he admitted to emotional immaturity and guilt. But did that give him the right to describe intimate marital issues from the pulpit? Critics slammed him, calling it emotional manipulation, a way to gain public sympathy while shifting blame back onto his wife. Comments poured in across social media. "You don't fix broken trust by breaking your partner's privacy." This wasn't a confession. It was deflection. "Stop turning your wife's pain into a sermon illustration." Others, however, defended him. "He's helping people by being honest. Pastors are human too, let him heal out loud. At least he's not hiding behind a fake smile." The reaction was split, but the damage may already be done. So far, Pastor Gray's wife has not publicly responded. No Instagram posts. No interviews. No quotes. Her silence has led to speculation. Is she quietly enduring more hurt? Is she preparing to speak out? Or is this simply how she chooses to handle private matters, away from the cameras? Some say she's been silenced for the sake of the church. Others believe she's staying quiet because she's done defending a man who keeps crossing the line. Either way, The absence of her voice in a story that centers on her pain speaks volumes. Where does this leave the couple? Will Pastor Gray step away from ministry once again? Will his wife finally share her side of the story? Or is this just another chapter in a marriage that's already been stretched to its limit? Some insiders say the couple is in private counseling and trying to rebuild again, this time, away from the cameras. Others believe the trust may be too damaged to repair, especially now that the whole world knows what's happening behind closed doors. For a man who's preached about redemption for years, the question now is: can he be redeemed, not by fans, not by followers, but by the woman he's continued to hurt, both publicly and privately? Pastor John Gray's bedroom confession may have shocked the world, but for some, it only confirmed what they already believed. That charisma without character can only go so far. That faith without accountability always ends in hurt. And that no matter how big your platform is, you should never expose someone else's pain to protect your own image. What do you think? Was Pastor Gray being authentic and brave, or crossing the line yet again? Should his wife speak up, or is her silence the loudest statement of all? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay locked in for more updates on this developing story. Until next time, stay wise, stay grounded, and always question what's said behind the pulpit.